YouTube, what's good? Welcome back for another video. It is Monday. It is 12:34 p.m. Man, it is so cold. So that's why we in the kitchen cooking up this video for you guys to sit back and enjoy and gain a little bit of knowledge. And hopefully this will help you guys understand a Bandpass blow through, how it works, how much one costs, and if you feel like someone's overcharging you, if you feel like you're undercharging yourself while building one, this video is going to cover a lot of that stuff for you guys. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and let's get started with the video. Actually, before we get started on the video, so mark your calendars. February 22nd, which is next Tuesday, we will be doing the live raffle on my YouTube live, because it's just for the YouTube subscribers. And that day we will be actually picking out the winner for the doubled in, and we'll be shipping it out the day after that. So mark it, don't forget, February 22nd. I will be announcing it from here till up into the date to where it comes, because if you guys didn't watch yesterday's video and you're actually watching today's video, you probably didn't hear the announcement that I made on yesterday's video. So you're hearing it now, and maybe the people that didn't watch this video or the last video are going to hear it on the third video, and so on and so on. So I'm going to announce it for a full week, so we have a good little audience. Good luck to everybody that subscribed. Bless you guys for helping me get to that 1K. And I think the next giveaway is actually going to be pretty badass. So stay tuned, subscribe, and let's get started. Okay, fourth order Bandpass box and a blow through is almost like two different things. You feel me? Fourth order is actually the box. A blow through is actually it going through like the vehicle, where you have to cut in order for it to blow through the cab. Back seat, rear deck, whatever the situation is. But it's almost the same thing. So we're going to go ahead and discuss what it takes, how much, and from the customer's point of view and installer's point of view, just so you guys can get an idea. I've been building these blow-throughs Bandpass boxes for almost like 10 years. So, and I've priced out a good amount of them, done a lot of them, and so I'm pretty aware how much one would cost and how much one would take. They are rather expensive, just because building a fourth order is a little bit more advanced than building your typical ported facing up port firing back box, or just a sealed box, or even just your entry level fourth order Bandpass, which is just the baffle with the subs, either magnets inside the ported chamber where the port comes out, and that's like entry level. There's some people that do flat walls with just the tunnel and just the port with the subs firing forward, and to me that's entry level fourth order Bandpass. Here I try not to do, well, I won't ever do a flat wall, anything that's flat with the subs firing forward, man, we do not do here, man, at all. You know, I don't believe in that. The guys that showed me how to build boxes, you know, never do that. We don't condone that behavior, so we will never do that. To me, when you build the subs firing forward in any type of enclosure, it's just like opening your trunk and the subs are firing back and you just hear that cone and jamming and all that stuff. And like, to me, that's what I hear. If you have the ear for the music and what bass should sound like, you know, that's not going to be good. You know what I'm saying? When you have these walls with the subs firing forward, and the slot port on the side or across the top or between the subs, of course it's going to move air and you're going to hear bass, because, you know, you have, nowadays people are putting like 5,000 watts on these things and all kinds of stuff. And of course it's going to be loud because it's right there and stuff like that. But when you open up those doors, you're going to lose pressure. You feel me? Even letting the windows down. That's why some people, whenever they do demos, they have the windows up and like one door open and stuff like that, because you lose a lot of pressure. And to me, bass should sound good whether the doors are open or not. You know, you got to learn how to visualize your box and figure out a little bit of science theories on how stuff works. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, building a box is like a science project. You know, you put all the theories behind it. You build the box with your woodworking skills, and if you know what you're doing and how you figure it out, man, you're gonna get an awesome sounding box, nice smooth bass notes and all that stuff. So flat walls are never. Experiment with the boxes and you'll have good outcomes on the long run, so then you can charge the big bucks for building boxes. Before we go any further, I don't know if you guys have watched any of the videos, which you guys should watch the videos on the Trailblazer Super Sport. I just built the boxes like a good specs, pretty much that any subs will work in it. I put 4 Kicker CVR 12s in it for the only reason is that, man, I can jam on that thing all I want. If one subs blows, I can just go buy another one and, you know, keep going and keep going and keep going. But I think I am probably like summertime, I'm going to replace those and upgrade the subs and put a little bit more power on it so that thing can really move some air. But real quick, you know, I'm going to drop a quick clip of my truck and the box. Someone comment down below, let me know how much you guys think that my box would have cost if I would have went to a shop and asked them to build me a 4th order Bandpass like this for my truck. You know what I'm saying? Comment down below. You've just seen the little images of it, and just estimate a quick price what you guys think, and then I will be revealing the price and how much my setup in my truck would cost me as doing it at home, and just what it would cost like initially, you know what I'm saying, if you'd go get it done. So we'll save that information for the end of the video, so watch the whole video so you guys can get a price quote, so you guys know exactly what you're getting yourself into when you want to take that further step and doing like real deal custom car audio and being like the man whenever you pull up. It all starts off, I'm going to give it to you from a box builder's point of view because this is my point of view that I'm trying to explain to you guys. So obviously it starts off with your trip to Home Depot or Lowe's. 3/4 inch MDF, that's what I use. A lot of people use the birch, but I'm so used to working with MDF, and MDF is pretty heavy. So carrying those sheets of wood by yourself is no fun. So always take someone with you guys, okay? I'm sure a friend, you know, he likes speakers, he'll go with you and stuff like that, and you guys can hang out and everything. So my box for the 412s, I actually got 5 sheets of wood. So imagine going to Home Depot and getting 5 sheets of wood. It's going to be pretty, you know, a mission. So it always starts off with going to Home Depot, your trip, and getting your wood. Then you come back and let me rewind real quick. Before I go to Home Depot, I somewhat got a box design ready to rock and roll. And I'll have like a pre-cut sheet where I can just get the wood cut to a certain size so it'll fit in my car, and then I come back over here and then on my table, so I run it and cut through exactly what I need. So then after you get your wood and you come back from Home Depot, you know, you sit there and figure out your box design, what your exact cut sheet's going to be, and then, you know, you start cutting pieces of wood. Boom, 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 then you're ready to rock and roll. I like to cut all my sheets of wood. So I just grab wood, staple, go, everything. So I like to have all my cuts ready to rock and roll with my sheet that I designed the box in as a quick reference. You feel me? On my box, on my Trailblazer, it's actually built in 2 different chambers for the only reason, more than likely, I was going to be the only one here always to put the box in and out. So I made it easier upon myself, and I built it in 2 chambers. Pretty heavy still, but, you know, I can muscle that guy in there and do it all on my own. You know what I'm saying? I didn't require no one else to come give me a hand or none of that stuff. So I always like to build the 1 chamber first and then the 2nd chamber. And then so it's a lot easier to put in. Then, you know, you start figuring out stuff, you know, when you're putting it together, what needs to get cut here. You know, I tend to cut windows and pre-drill holes to attach them. You know, I'll put one way going in and the other way going out, so it sandwiches it pretty good. And then put that thing together after it's all built, then put her inside, you know, and all that stuff, and then get a glimpse, a look at it, because once you put it inside, you may need to grind here, this corner there, so it'll fit flush and all that stuff. The box design is always going to change as you're going, and you're going to need to crunch numbers and make sure everything is adding up as you're building. So by the time you get done building your box, all your specs and everything's on point, so you know your box is not going to fail. You know what I mean? Usually what it takes to build a box is geometry, simple math, reading a tape measure, some science, creativity, and woodworking skills. If you put all those together, man, all your boxes are always going to be on point, and you're never going to have no fails or none of that stuff. And then, you know, your skills just develop to get bigger and greater, and then so you can have real deal, how should I say this, bragging rights. So you like, man, I built that box, is so loud and all that stuff, you know. So right now, you know, you'll see like a few images of the box built. Then you'll see like a quick images of like the port on there, then the box put together, and then with the box, you know, and the different chambers with the slot port on front, you know what I'm saying, because I designed it to do like a traveling motion, you know what I'm saying, so the bass can get a little bit deeper and smoother, you know what I'm saying, as far back as you can put the subs, or give them a little bit of traveling distance so that bass note can load up and then shoot out from the port. Man, you're always going to have the best results, always, you know. So be creative, think your box, you know, before you build it, visualize it, you know, already built before you build it, so you know that's the direction you want to go. And you know, like I said, that thing is going to jam. Usually when I get done building a box, no matter if it's my truck, my boy's car, whatever it is, I always resin the floors of it, you know, inside and out, because one way or the other, sometimes, you know, water leaks or whatever, or may not even leak, but it'll just prevent that bottom part of it to, you know, swell up, you know, and break apart and loosen up from the base. There's some people that probably put fiberglass mat on all the where it meets the creases, which is fine, you know what I'm saying, so more durable and everything. But always brace up all your box, you know what I'm saying, because like I said in my other video, to me building a box is like almost like building a bridge. The more stronger braces you have in it, the longer it will last you, and the more, you know, on point it's going to be, man. So always brace the box really good, and then it's never going to fall apart. Use wood glue and all that stuff, and every weak point that you feel your box got, man, put a brace right there, man. It never hurts it, you know what I'm saying. So what if it looks a little bit funny or whatever, build nice braces if you want to, but man, the braces will help. You know, I cannot strongly stress that out to you guys, man. So here's a few more images of the box of my truck. If you guys haven't watched any of the build videos, man, go back and watch all the videos. They're really good stuff. In the beginning of making my YouTube videos, I was actually pretty shy on talking, but I grew out of it as time went, because I wanted you guys to get a little bit more narrative and me explaining stuff, which, you know, on other videos, man, as I build boxes here and there, I will be describing a lot more stuff. So I am really open now to talking on the videos. So man, I'm just trying to gain the confidence and gain your guys' trust, and allowing me to, you know, and giving me the time to lay these ideas and my point of views on this, so you guys can take it and build boxes at your house, at the shop, wherever you guys are at, and so you guys can build some really loud stuff, and, you know, have real big bragging rights. Okay, now to the good part of everything. How much did my box in my truck cost me? Okay, it was pretty expensive. I saved myself a lot of money because of the labor I did it. But if anybody would have went to a shop, man, you would have paid. Even the shop where I went to, where I used to work at, it's pretty pricey. So when you get into building like a fourth order, you know, blow through in your car, truck, whatever you got going on, always remember it's gonna cost a pretty penny. You know, and you know, doing a fourth order and a blow through, that's advanced car audio, man. Even if you're an installer or just a customer, so it gets pricey after a while, because there's a lot more, just depending on the style of the box. You know, the most I've seen a box, the most I've charged for a box myself was probably almost like $2,000, but it was like 812 W7s, and we had to double up baffles, triple up baffles, braces like crazy, and like all kinds of stuff. Look at the cat, man. He always tries to get into videos, so shout out to the cat though, man. Okay, so now let's get into the price. It took 5 sheets of wood to build my box. and each sheet of wood was $49.74. So times 5, just in wood, it was $248.70. That's a lot of money, just for wood. Usually, sometimes that's what people charge to build a box. Then they forget there's still so much staples, glue, man, so much stuff you gotta charge. So then when you go tell the guy, oh, I need more money, then he's asking, well, why? Do you already told me the price and this is what it is? Don't ever underprice yourself, man, because it's gonna get nasty. Staples. I honestly used almost like a whole half or 3/4 of a staple box, a DeWalt 1/4-inch crown staples to build my box, and that cost me $16.98. And then all this is without taxes. You feel me? Some people do the screws. If you do the screws, man, that's gonna cost you so much money. Honestly, like really bad. You know what I'm saying? Then you're gonna need a staple gun, which is $100. I got a pretty good portal cable and a DeWalt stapler, and that's almost like $160. I got a 20-gallon compressor, and then I got a pancake like 6-gallon compressor, but my 20 gallons is the one that I use a lot. And that alone is like $300. It's a Craftsman, it's a pretty bad one, so it's some money. And, these prices right here, I'm missing wood glue, liquid nails, paint, glue for texture, terminal cups, and all that stuff. Carpet, glue for the carpet and all that stuff. So I'm missing a lot of prices, but this is just a quick ballpark price on how much my box costs. Comment down below right before I get done with this real quick and let me know how much you think the box costs. But we're actually going to jump into it right now. And the total, okay, so let's go over real quick. So $248 for the wood, staples $16, staple gun $100, and the compressor $300. The labor to build my box, man, it took me almost like 2 days between designing, building, figuring out a few things, cutting out metal, making sure it fits properly, mounting it down and everything. It took me almost like 2 or 3 days. So the labor, I'm going to go ahead and say $500 because it took a lot of math, a lot of vision, man. It took so much to build my box. So I'm just going to be nice and say $500 just the labor, just to build the box. That's not the material itself. So $500 just to build the box. The grand total for all that stuff is $1,164.68 just to build my box. If I would have went somewhere and got it done, that's just a quick estimate. It could probably even go up to like $1,500, honestly. So right now what I'll do is I'm actually going to subtract the labor price, and then it's going to tell me exactly how much my box cost me just in material. So $248.70 plus $16.98 plus $100. I already had the compressor and everything. So honestly, my box cost me $365 just, in little material. That's not including, I'm just going to go ahead and say $400 because including staples and all this other stuff. So we'll just say $400 would it actually cost me. But I had the compressor, I had all the tools, I have all the knowledge, and that's where it gets pricey. You know what I'm saying? The tools cost money. It probably took so many boxes built, so much money spent on wood, sitting here learning, watching videos, watching somebody else, and that takes time from a person's life. And then to get that knowledge and then to build a box, so like your knowledge costs money. You know what I'm saying? That's why people come to you to come get a box built, because obviously they trust you and they've seen your work, and it took a lot for you to be able to get to that point for someone to trust you to build that box. So, and all that comes into play. So that's why some people charge so much to build boxes. You probably got all these popular YouTubers that have all these things, and they get boxes built for free or price cut and all that stuff. But in reality, man, it costs so much, and to get it built good. So, good work costs a lot. Just like my friend said with a tattoo, he says a good tattoo ain't cheap, and a cheap tattoo ain't cheap. Did I say that right? A good tattoo ain't cheap, and a cheap tattoo ain't good. You feel me? So as an installer and a customer, man, price is always going to change, whether if it's your friend, someone you don't know, someone popular, an influencer. So much stuff comes into play. It's up to you to make up the price what you want to do for that person. If you feel like that person's going to get you a lot more clients, then obviously you can do it for cheaper. so he can, you know, show it off and bring you more people. But sometimes that doesn't honestly work, because by the time those people come, they're going to feel like you're overcharging them. But once you build that box for them and get it loud, it's going to be like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Or if they go somewhere else and get the box built and it's not as loud, they're going to spend double the price on getting it done, because they're going to come back and pay your price. So push your product, your skills out as much as you can. Get them to spend the money with you. I'm not saying to, you know, overcharge them but never undercharge yourself. You know what I'm saying? Only you know what to charge and what you could build. And don't get in over your head. Don't promise them it's going to sound this and that when you know your skills are not really up to par. And you'll get a lot of disappointments, and you'll lose a lot of clientele as you go. So it's always better to like charge pretty decent. Then, you know, you can experiment with stuff that you already know works. But if you may want to switch it up a little bit, man, go for it. And your skills only get better from there. You know what I'm saying? Never be scared to try anything new. If something doesn't work for you, don't even do it at all. You know, you're just going to waste that person's time, and you're going to waste your money. So don't even do it. We're all here to learn, build loud stuff, and, you know, grow all together. So push yourself and make sure you guys build some loud stuff. You know, you don't have, it's probably going to take you a good little minute before you can be like, man, this thing is like, I build nothing but, you know, real good stuff. You know, like I've been doing car audio, you know, pretty much all my, you know, youth life up to this point. And sometimes, you know, compared to the other guys that I seen doing car audio when I used to work there, man, their skills are like 20 times better than mine. But, you know, I learned from each one, and I'm still, you know, I feel like I'm pretty good, you know what I'm saying? You know, I can build some nice, clean stuff and loud stuff. So, you know, I know what I can do and what I can't do. And, I mean, I can build a fiberglass dash, painted, wrapped vinyl, all that stuff. So, work on your skills, work on your pricing. Same thing with customers. Respect the person's price. If you wanna, you gotta pay to play. You feel me? So it takes. But enough of that. So February 22nd, man, YouTube live. We'll probably do it at like 7 o'clock, because you know, we're on Eastern time, so that gives people to get home, relax, shower, tune in. You know, it's probably like 7, 8 o'clock. We'll do it. The raffle. I would like to at least see like 200, maybe 500 people on the live. That's why I'm going to try to promote it all this week. So, man, get some viewers on that thing, man, because this is very big for you guys, very big for me, and we're going to continue to be doing giveaways. The only giveaways are getting started, and by the time you know it, we could be giving away a whole truck with a sound system in it, you know, just for you guys, man. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel. Thanks again for watching, and we'll catch you guys on the next one, man. Peace.